It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions' bruising running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Lions and the Raiders under the lights on Monday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams now on the return. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear.
exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Goff now looks to throw. Sanders shaking and baking. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Play action. It's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down is gone. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Here's Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Williams. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 71 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Lions looking for a 5th win of this season in this one. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Here's Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now it's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play out.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Goff. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
There he goes, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run again with Jackson. Dodges him at the 50. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Goff on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Sanders has got it complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's Goff. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Goff. Again, it's Johnson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Play action. It's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Goff looking to throw, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Looking to throw. And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line, it's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Williams to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
But it'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They take a shot downfield there, and it winds up falling incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run. It's Sanders.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Curry Joseph.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Sanders will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll drop the throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way they...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and 4.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here's Jackson.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run again with Jackson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out now come the Lions. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
On the return, Carter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Myers. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
On the carry, it's Jackson. Broken tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The Lions offense set to take over.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more.
And they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your ties, get to share it with the home team.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Detroit, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.